Here is the neuron diagram. So it consists of a cell body, axon, dendrite, and then axon terminals are there. So these are the main components associated with a neuron diagram, that is cell body. Cell body consists of nucleon, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. But here it consists of the main points are, it consists of a cell body, axon, dendrite, axon terminal, and automatically, as we all know, that there will be stimulus. That means the electrical signals are there, or otherwise we can say that stimulus are there, the signals are there. So these are all the main components of a neuron diagram. So what are the functions and what are the flows, or otherwise we can say that what is the functioning of the neuron diagram. So here we start with the cell body. What is meant by cell body in the case of a neuron diagram? So cell body, each neuron has a cell body with a nucleus, Golgi body, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and other components. So cell body composed of what all the things are there? A cell body composed of nucleus, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, and other components. So here that's all about the cell body. So here the first point is cell body. Next one is axon. What is meant by axon? It is the transmitting part of the neutron, and the receiving part of the neutron is dendrite. So these are the two main components of a neuron diagram, such that axon and dendrite. What is meant by axon? It is the transmitting part of the neuron, and this is the dendrite is the receiving part. Axon is the transmitting part and dendron is the receiving part. Then what are axon? In axon, action potentials are generated here. Action potentials are generated here. So what is the function of the axon? Axon carries electrical impulse from where? Cell body. Axon carries electrical impulse from the cell body to the axon terminals. So it is a mediator. Who is a mediator? Who is the mediator here? Axon is the mediator here, or otherwise we can say that axon carries electrical impulse from the cell body and carry it to axon terminals. Carry it to axon terminals. What is the function of the dendrite? Dendrite is the receiving part. Dendrite is the receiving part. So it is a branch-like structure here. From the diagram, it is clear that it is a branch-like structure and it is the receiving part. So it receives message from other neurons and then transmit that signals to the cell body. Transmit that signals to the cell body. So a cell body is composed of what all the things? A cell body is composed of nucleus, Golgi body, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and other components. And axon is the transmitting part where the axon carries electrical impulse from the cell body and transmit it to or carry it to axon terminals. Axon terminals, where the dendrites receiving the electrical impulse from other neurons and then they transmit that impulse to the cell body. So dendrites consist of dendrite is a branch-like structure and it is the receiving part. Then these are all the main components. It's an easy diagram, it's a simple diagram. These are the main things associated with the neuron diagram. So what is meant by neuron? Neurons are the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. Structural and functional unit of the nervous system, and a neuron diagram consists of cell body, axon, dendrite, axon terminals, and nerve ending are also there. These are the main four parts, that is cell body, axon, dendrite, and axon terminal. So the cell body is composed of nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, and other components. And the axon is the transmitting region, and in the transmitting region it carries electrical impulse from the cell body to the axon terminal, and where the dendrite receive the electrical impulse, dendrite receive the impulse, that means the message, dendrite receive the message from other neurons and then transmitting to the cell body. So this is the receiving area and this is the transmitting area. So that's all about the neuron diagram. So these are the small description about the chapter tissues. So where we discuss here, we discussed about animal tissue, plant tissue, and all their components with respect to the help of a flow chart. So all the things are there in the flowchart. So you have to study the chapter with the help of a flowchart. If flowcharts are there, we have to analyze and observe all the things in a simple way. So that's the advantage of using a flowchart. And finally, moving to the neuron diagram. Again, neuron diagram which is associated with the nervous system. So these are the things associated in the chapter tissues, plant tissue and the components, animal tissue and the components. In the case of animal tissue, we have to do with connective tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue, like that, epithelial tissue, all the things we have to study in the animal tissue. And finally, these are the final point regarding with the chapter tissue. So that's all about the chapter, and we have to discuss another chapter in the another day. And thanks for joining me in the class. I am Sudhi here, signing off from this chapter, and thank you once again. Thank you everybody, and all the best for your exam. Thank you very much.